Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm a fitness instructor, and I've been working with Licking Memorial Health Systems because March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Did you know that excluding skin cancer, colorectal cancer is the third most common cancer diagnosed in both men and women in the United States? The good news is those rates have been declining since about the mid 1980s, due largely to getting screened, so earlier detection, and changes in lifestyle related risk factors like diet and exercise. Let's talk about diet. We need to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. We've heard that all of our lives, and it's true. It can help reduce your risk for cancer. In addition to providing increased fiber, these foods contain important minerals, vitamins, phytochemicals, and antioxidants, and they're usually pretty low in calories. In general, eat those with the most color. They have the most nutrients. Now, exercise. That's why I'm here. I'd like to share with you the recommendations for an adult exercising every week. 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity. Sounds like a lot, but you can spread that out over 5 days, 7 days. What's moderate intensity? Well, that means you're able to carry on a conversation, so like a brisk walk. You can also exercise 75 to 150 minutes, a little less, of vigorous activity. That means you're breaking a sweat. It's harder to talk. You might be able to speak a sentence. You can combine those two kinds of exercises as well. It all adds up. Start small. Don't overdo it. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just move more, but safety first. It's important to see your doctor and get his approval or her approval before you start an exercise regime. Drink plenty of water before your exercise, during your exercise, and after your exercise. And you're going to warm up and stretch too. We're going to warm up before our Tabata session today. Tabata is a form of exercise where this is a little bit of math, so let's see if I can get it right. So I'm going to give you 2 exercises. It's a high intensity workout for 20 seconds, and then you get a 10-second break. We alternate between those 2 exercises for a total of 8, and that makes 4 minutes. I think I got that right. It's something like that, but it's high intensity and it's followed by some rest. So after our warm up, I will explain the first 2 movements, but let's start our warm-up. Warm-ups are easy. Just start moving. Just start moving joints in the body. So the shoulders, let's see what the shoulders can do. Maybe those shoulders want to circle, so roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Feel the shoulder blades. And go the other way. And then open your arms wide. Maybe a little back bend, look up. And then look forward and down and roll those hands back. Roll the hands up, look forward and up. So a little back bend and a little internal rotation of the arms, external rotation of the arms. Keep breathing. Then come back up to neutral and let's reach across. And then we'll reach across the other way, stretching through the side waist, feeling all those muscles between your ribs that breathe all day, every day. Give them a little love. Let's stretch and reach. Stretch and reach. And then bring your arms down. So what about the head and neck? So often we're sitting in front of a desk all day long. Let's get rid of a little of this tension. Drop your chin down and then look up. And drop your chin down and look up. Let's do it one more each way. Drop, look up, and come back to neutral. Now look to your right and forward and left and forward. And look around while you're doing this. See what you see. Colors, shapes. Stimulate your visual cues, especially if you've been looking close up. Look far away when you're doing this. Now bring your head back to center. Let's tip the left ear to the left. Right ear to the right. Let's do 2 more each side. Over and up and over and down. 1 more each way. Hang on to the back of the chair and let's do some circling through the hip. If you've got good balance today, challenge it. Release the chair. It's close by. You can always grab it. Go the other direction. Circle. Range of motion in the hip. And then we'll do some range of motion in the knee. So some circles through the knee. You can hang on to that leg if you need to. Go the other way. And then draw some circles with your ankle. And reverse the direction. And then step back down, reset those legs. I'm going to step away from the chair, but feel free to bring your chair to the other side for balance. Let's do some hip circles. Feel the joint space. We're lubricating the joint space, keeping that space hydrated and healthy. Let's do one more. I should have brought the chair over. Now lift your knee and do circles through the knee. And go the other direction. And then circle through the ankle. And go the other direction. And then step down. Let's jog in place a little bit. We'll get our heart rate up before we get started. So I've got a timer in front of me. We're going to hope this goes well. It's a whole lot for me to grab and look at, so wish me luck. I'm going to stand behind the chair. Your first two exercises, the first one is a squat. So I'm going to call this an air squat. Squats are very important. Maintaining the ability to get up and down off the chair, up and down off the floor, up and down off the toilet means you're going to have an active life as you get older. So let's bring the hips back. So notice my hips are going back. My knees aren't coming forward of my toes. So I'm driving my hips down and straightening up. I can bring my hands to the back of the chair. That's the first exercise. The second is just a lunge. I'm going to step back. I'm bending into that back knee a little bit. Check out my front knee. It's not going over my toes. And as I step my feet back, I'm on railroad tracks for balance. Those are the two exercises. Here we go. Air squats. Keep going. We got a few extra seconds in. I started before the countdown. Keep going. It's only 20 seconds. Keep breathing. Remember, you can hang on to the chair if you need to. Make sure those knees don't go past your toes. Pause. We got a 10-second break. We're going to go into the back lunges. In 5, 2, 1. Back lunge. Dip. 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 If you got good balance, challenge it. Only 20 seconds. Then we go back to the squats. And take a break, 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. We'll go with those air squats. Here we go. You can go deeper or not as deep. You can go faster or slower. So this is high intensity interval training. Take a break. So there's benefits to that. This is the traditional Tabata, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to go again. But you will find instructors break that minute up in different increments. But this is traditional. We're using big legs in the muscles. So we're using a lot of blood flow. That heart's going to have to work to keep up. We're halfway there. Take a break. Air squats. And this time, here we go. You can pulse and up, pulse and up. Keep breathing. Think about all those muscles you're building so you can get up off your chair, get up off the floor, take a break. We're going to pulse the lunges this time too. Here we go. So pulse, 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 pulse. And take a break. We only got 2 more rounds to go, 1 more of each. Air squats, you can do the pulse. Here we go. Pulse, 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 or you can just do an air squat down and up. Almost there. Thighs burning yet? Now the lunge in 10 seconds, and then we get a break. 3, 2, 1. Remember, we can pulse. And if you've got good balance, hang on to your hips. So lunges not only build muscle, there's a lot of balance for this. Take a break. We made it through our first round. Figure out how to stop it. I think it stopped on its own. Grab a drink of water, and I would like to share a couple of tips with you about diet and exercise. Diet. Eat whole grains, not processed refined grains. You'll boost your fiber intake and feel full longer. Exercise. Get off the couch. Walk up and down the stairs a few times. And if you get stronger, take 2 stairs at a time. You remember what that was like when you were a kid? How many steps could you take? See if you can build up a little endurance and get back to that. So our next exercise will be a push-up. So I've got some ways to modify this. So you can be down on your mat. And if knees are an issue for you, you can put a blanket under your knees or a towel under your knees. This is a kneeling plank. This is a plank. You drop the knees and just a push-up. I'm going no more than halfway down. I can also modify that on the chair. I think I'll turn it around for this. You can also use a countertop or a wall. Countertops are a good idea when you're cooking and you're waiting on something to get done. So I've got a good grip on this. My chair's on a sticky pad underneath. I can do some push-ups here, or you can do it at the wall or a countertop. So push-ups, and then a forearm plank. So forearm plank can be on the floor. So you're on your forearms. You can be in a full plank, so my hips are under my shoulders, or I can drop my knees again. This is a modified forearm plank. You can also do a forearm plank on a chair. Just make sure the chair is on a non-slip surface. And there's a modified plank on the chair. Okay, we're ready to go. I think I'll do everything on the mat, but feel free to use your chair. Let me start my next Tabata. Modified push-ups, and then forearm plank. Here we go. Got a countdown. Get ready for the push-up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Notice my elbows are pointing towards my hips, not out. Fingers are spread wide, and I'm pressing more to the inside of my wrist than to the outside. That helps prevent inflammation in the wrist. And take a break. And then we'll do the forearm plank. I'm going to modify dropping my knees. I'm on my forearm. Pull your navel back towards the spine, lift it up a little bit. Push into those elbows. Come up out of the shoulders. You can even push the mat away and pull the mat towards you without really letting those arms move. You'll feel your obliques. And then stop. And we'll come back to our push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stay strong. Keep breathing. Take a 10-second break. We'll get ready for the forearm plank. One good thing about Tabata, you don't have to count. You just do as many as you can. If I can come into a full plank here. So planks are good for so many muscles, especially your core. Keep breathing. We're halfway there. Get ready for some more push-ups. You can always come back into child's pose, stretch things out, and more push-ups. I'm going to come back. I'm going to bump my head. Keep going. And then get ready for your plank on the forearms. 3, 2, 1. We've got 2 more of each after this one. You can do anything for 20 seconds, right? But those 10-second rest breaks aren't very long. 3, 2, 1. And pop back into child's pose quick. Get ready for some more push-ups. If you want to do full-on push-ups, have at it. Last round of push-ups. I bet we'll feel our arms tomorrow. 3, 2, 1. One more plank. Let's go out with the bang. 3, 2, 1. Plank. Only 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1. We did it. Let's sit back in a child's pose. So hips to heels, let those arms stretch out there. Grab a drink of water. I'll share a couple more tips with you before we move on. Make stir fries. I like stir fries or casseroles with lots of vegetables. And an exercise tip, take part in a charity walk, which is a really good idea. Or help an elderly neighbor with their yard work. That would be a nice way to get some exercise in. Our next Tabata, we're going to do a twisting march and a side lunge. This is one of my favorites. Side lunge with a weight toss. So the twisting march, you could do this in the chair. We're just going to twist. So you could sit in the chair and just lift one knee at a time. But we're really going to twist. And then the second one is a side lunge. I'm going to get my heavier weight. I've used some things I found around the house. And a side lunge is this. So make sure the knees track right down the center of the feet. But you're going to reach down and then toss. And toss. I like this. I think it's fun. Okay. Here we go. Getting ready for our twisting march. Here we go. Twist. Make sure you're twisting. Bring the knee high. Working obliques. Whittling away your waist for bathing suit season. It's coming. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Take a 10-second break. Then we're going to get our weight, squat to get it. Set up for our side lunge. We're going to side lunge to the left. Here we go. Toss and toss. You don't have to have the weight. I just like the weight. Keep breathing. Take a break, squat to put that down. You know, you can even use this with your Russian twists. So a little bit of weight. Here we go. Make sure you're getting rotation through the waist. It's not just the arms coming over. Lift the knees high. Remember, you can increase your frequency, so speed it up. Take a break. Or you can increase intensity, so a higher weight. Getting ready for your side lunge. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Toss it. So a little brain work. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. We're halfway there. 2 more of each of those. Getting ready for our Russian twists. Maybe start on the opposite side. Here we go. Maybe a little faster. Keep the heart rate up. Keep breathing. So I would call this in my body vigorous activity. It's a little hard for me to say more than about a sentence. So it's a good way to judge. 10-second rest, and I'm breaking a little sweat. Here we go. Toss it. 2, 1. One more of each. Russian twist. If you have a medicine ball, that's good for this one, especially the kind that has handles on it. Keep going. Last one of these. Get ready for the last side lunge. Toss across. I think that's a game, isn't it? Toss across. Here we go. Last one. Make it good. Keep breathing. Notice I'm not rounding my back, so I'm not doing this. I'm folding at my hip creases, keeping my spine neutral. Take a break. Squat to put your weight down. Get a drink. Listen to some more of my tips. Add your favorite canned beans to soup, stews, and salads. Exercise tip. If you're at a desk all day long, set an alarm on your computer, maybe your watch, or your phone to remind you to take an activity break. For example, stand up, stretch, walk, 1 to 2 minutes every hour. And doesn't that just make your brain work a little brighter and a little more focused? So in addition to just moving around, you just get the brain going again. So the last round of Tabata, we're going to use tennis balls if you have them. You don't have to have them. But I want to do some gripping. Grip strength is important. And it's an important indicator of health as we age. So with the tennis balls, I'm going to bring the tennis balls overhead, and I'm just going to keep gripping them while I march, okay? So 20 seconds of that. And then we'll pick up our weights. We'll see how long it takes me to drop my tennis balls. We'll pick up our weights. These are in and out bicep curls. So it's up, out. So I'm coming forward, pivoting, and coming up again. So in and out, bicep curls. Those are the two. Are you ready? Remember to squat to pick those up. Here we go. This is our last round of Tabata. Get your tennis balls, or you can just squeeze your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jog. Squeeze. It's only 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Put your tennis balls down. Grab your weights. I'm going to take my lighter ones. We'll do in and out bicep curls. Nice firm foundation. Bend the knees. Here we go. Narrow, wide. Narrow, wide. Keep going. This works my brain a little bit. 2, 1. Take a break. Squat to put them down. Get your tennis balls. Love your head. Jog. If you really want to get noticed, you can run around through the neighborhood doing this. See what happens. You might meet some new neighbors, right? You may never see some again that used to come out and talk to you, too. Just keep jogging, or just go through the house. Surprise your spouse. Pause. Grab those weights. Squat to get them. In and out bicep curls. 3, 2, 1. In, out, in, out. Keep going. I've got a little bend in my knees. Tailbone scooped under. Elbows stay tight to my ribs. Squat to put them down. Grab your tennis balls. We're halfway there. 3, 2, 1. Maybe a little higher with the knees. Squeeze them hard. 3, 2, 1. Put them down. Grab your weights. Squat. In and out bicep curls. A little bend in the knees. Scoop the tailbone. Here we go. 2, 1. Up. Out. Remember, you can pick up the speed, the frequency, or add weight. Take a break. We've only got one more of each. Squat to put them down. Let's mix this one up. So we're going to do our hamstring curls. So butt kicks. We call them butt kicks. You can even have a tennis ball next to your chair, next to the bed. Just do some grip strength exercises with the tennis ball. And stop. We have one more. Grab your weights. You can do some good self-myofascial release with tennis balls too, so essentially a massage. Maybe I'll teach that to you in another video. Here we go. That's the last of this Tabata. Three, 2, 1. Get a drink. Walk it out a little bit. You read some more tips. One more tip. Add extra vegetables and tomato sauce to soups and pasta dishes. Use whole grain pasta. And for exercise, go for a bike ride. How long has it been since you've been for a bike ride? We have indoor bicycles, but get a bike and go outside and ride your bike. All righty, thank you for joining me. I hope you will make some regular visits to your doctor and talk about cancer screening, in particular colorectal cancer screening, and let him know about all the good stuff you're doing with your lifestyles to make some changes for your health. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.